Okay, setting the scene. I got a job at a place. It's a factory. And I got it. And I was doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Okay, so here's what's going on. I had a fast food job for 2 years and a little more. And I was doing well there. But for some reason, they weren't scheduling me. Back to that job in a second. And that mystery will be solved. But I just got a full-time job in the middle of July. And this was pretty life-changing as I just graduated from school. So, me getting into the full-time work is a lot different. And it was kind of rough. We work from 5 to 3:30. And all I was doing was physical labor the whole time. Nothing fun about it, but I was getting fit pretty quick. I'm probably not fit now, but back then I was really getting fit, and I'm like, yeah, I like this because I'm getting strong. And so I get into that job. They put me in the worst part in that area, and then about a week or so into that, I get moved to a new area doing some stuff with some power tools. Yeah. So I was like screwing things and stuff. But that was a really great area. I really loved it there. It's even comparable to where I'm at now. But we'll focus on that in another video. But back then, I really liked it. There was a good guy who trained me very well. Sure, we'll name him. His name was Chris. And he trained me so well. Day after day, I kept learning more as there was somewhat of a steep learning curve. I actually like jobs like that. It's not fun to learn, but once you get into it, it's very fun of a job. But he really helped my attitude and lifted me up. I really liked where I was at there. I was earning $18 an hour, and I was only 5 minutes from work, so as soon as I was done from work, home, and shower immediately. So there was that. And then they moved me to another area. It's a dirtier area, and there I was messing with grease. That purple stuff. That is not fun. It wasn't as bad as the first job, but it was not great. And then one day, a couple weeks after that, with no warning, I get taken to the office. And I walk in and I'm like, was I doing something wrong? I don't know. But moving in that way, my group leader takes me there, and in the office, these sweet ladies are the HR people. They tell me that they have bad news. I have been laid off because work is slowing down. I'm new. I have not proved myself very well. I was doing decent. But again, I was not worthy to them. And they had to lay me off a month into work. 6 weeks more like, but still. And I come home. I'm like, ugh, how do I tell my parents this? And yeah, I just tell them. Because I gotta. That's just the way my life works. Because I'm still living at home. Haven't earned that much money to move out. Don't want to move out, really. And yeah, I get home and look at my fast food job that I hadn't been really scheduled at. They let me pick up shifts though. So I'm looking there, looking for shifts to pick up because I'm looking for work now. And I can't get into my scheduling. And I try to get into, I forget whether it was the training program or the benefits, but I couldn't get into that either. And because of that, I called them. And she gave this huge, oh, we called you 4 times. And I have proof they did not. She said, she told me repeatedly to get back to work and be in my spot. Well, I thought I was supposed to help other areas. So, yes, I wanted to take initiative on doing those other things, and I guess I took initiative too much. And so, with that, and she said I was blunt. How do you get fired for being blunt? Come on, man. I'm not fired, but mutual dispersion happened, and I still don't really believe all that they're saying. We had this whole meeting and stuff. I'm not going to break it down in this video. If you want that broken down in another video, comment and I will. But that is how I lost 2 jobs. In fact, actually, going back to the other job really quick, they actually let me have an interview for another sector in that job, which was a better spot. But I did not make it. So, laid off. Mutual dispersion. Twice on the same day. And you might be wondering, okay, what did you do after that? Well, actually, I did nothing. Well, I applied to 50 jobs or so, and then I did nothing for a couple days, and then I went dashing on that Friday after I got fired, or laid off. Not fired, man. I'm sorry. But I realized, wait, I'm earning enough money. I'm dashing enough time. I can actually do this full time. So I end up doing that for 3 or 4 weeks. And eventually, I get a job. That is a story for another day. If you want to hear that story, I will make a video on that too. Because that story is kind of crazy as well. So, we thought all out of the way. I think that's all in that story. That's how I got fired that's how I lost 2 jobs yeah, that's what I mean. That's how I lost 2 jobs in one day.